Здравствуйте, говорит Delicious. Сегодня мы увидим сухой паек, и этот паек приходит из Беларуси. Это белорусский паек белорусской армии. So that's it in Belarusian, because we have in Belarusian Russian. I'm sorry, I spoke Russian, not Belarusian. However, these two languages are similar. I'm very excited about this Russian, which I have begun from Steve 1989. Thank you very much, Steve, once more for this, and you will see why. Today I have a new assistant who is temporarily with me, and he's very proper to assist this Russian. Why? Because he has a Russian name, Fyodor. Fyodor. This is Fyodor. He's a young dog and he's a bit afraid of camera, but he is very willing to help me, especially to try something. My another assistant is also from the Soviet Union. This is a military knife. And let's open this. These are actually civilian items, but it looks like it is, I don't know, it is probably military, because here is we have Ministry of Defense approved, or yes, this is by the order of Ministry of Defense. We have Suchy payok, we have the content list, and we have a bunch of items. Actually, why I am so excited? Because look on these beautiful cans. The design is exactly like in 80s or even 70s. So this is a travel back in time of my childhood. Looks really fine. Let's have a look on the content. So this is the content of the ration. Additionally, we have here some utensils, spoon, fork which is broken, knife and small spoon. This is supposed to be 24-hour ration, and big paper towel. Great. We have two kinds of crisp bread. First one is, let's say, whole grain, and the second one is with buckwheat. Interesting, I haven't had this before. We have two kinds of pate. One is with the liver and dill, and another is also with dill, but it's kind of gentle or soft. And we have a luncheon meat, which is I guess mixed pork and chicken. We have three mains, two Kasia, so groats. Both are with beef, but this is barley, and this is buckwheat. And we have here cypionek w sosie po-bierezowski, which means chicken in sauce. We have two, I don't know if it's a kind of drink. This is kisiel. Kisiel. So this is a kind of fruit drink with potato starch. We have small chocolate, we have raspberry, jam, coffee, sugar, storm-proof, wind-proof matches, and we have also the stove, portable stove, which is, I guess, Russian. And this is not a strawberry. These are napkins, or I guess these are wet naps actually. Let's have one of these main meals. I took this buckwheat crisp bread, and I took this chicken in sauce with vegetables. It's called po-bierezowski because it is produced in the city of Biereza, so the name comes from the name of this city. And this is made in Belarus. And this kisiel, which is strawberry taste. I guess this is also made in Belarus. We have 12 pieces. Let's check it. Yes, it's made in Belarus. So this is 338 grams, so a bit weird, but okay. I will put this can into warm water and prepare the meal. While the main is heating, let's prepare this kisiel. It requires 175 milliliters of water, of hot water. We have this kind of dessert, I would say, not the drink, dessert in Poland as well. It's very popular, also made at home. Let's take this. I will take two, and let's wait for the main. Great! Finally I decided to put the content of the can into a pot and just warm it. And it was a good decision, it was quick. And you will see this. I cannot describe you how lovely smell it has. It's absolutely fantastic. It's like a really long braised stew with a lot of vegetables, and it doesn't smells like chicken. Yeah, but maybe like other meat, but what is really interesting, look, these are really parts of chicken with bones. It's probably a wing here, so just normal food, just piece of chicken. I think I will have to take this utensils. Now this fork is broken, I have to take something else. Let's start. I am very curious. Of course I have to discard the bones. These are small bones. Yeah, look. Time to taste. This is very good. Tastes exactly like home cooked food, and maybe a bit of pepper, but the salt and the rest. This flavor is really intense, so has a lot of juices from meat, from these vegetables. It's fantastic. Now let's try this buckwheat crisp bread. I cannot taste this buckwheat, specific buckwheat flavor like you have in the Kasia, but it is light, crispy, a little bit salty, but just a little, so perfect. Now let's taste it together. It's perfect together. A bit of crispiness and this sauce. I will eat it right now. But now look at this kisiel. This is something like a drink, but it is not very thin. It's a bit thick, but it is a drink. So the taste is not like a strawberry, so not very natural strawberries, but it is very pleasant. It is sweet and a bit sour, and really excellent. it tastes exactly like this kind of stuff we have in Poland. I like it very much. So all my childhood also was with this kind of drinks or desserts. Let's taste another main from this menu. Here we have Kasia with beef. The one Kasia which is groats is buckwheat, and the other one is pearl barley. Actually the rest is the same. Well, yeah, maybe start with this pearl barley. This can looks very beautiful and very vintage, but this is 340 grams can, so this is something like the Polish entrees, for example, but this is really a calorie bomb, because both of these cans have about 900 calories, so this ration makes over 3000, I guess. So in the Finnish ration I had over 600. So normally you have, I don't know, 400, 300, and this is 900. So I wondered if it's possible, but I had a look on this content list, and here you have the beef is about 38%, the pearl barley is 18%, and 10% of this ration is beef fat. So this is the answer probably. So I will take, I guess I will eat now half of this can. I will warm it up and eat it. When it is cold it looks like this, so I guess you can eat it cold as well, and it has a wonderful smell. I've heated it up in a microwave, and have a look. There are nice pieces of beef. This is not ground beef, these are pieces. So this is the difference between the Belarusian and Russian. In the Russian, this is, most of them is ground, and here we have the pieces. So now it's time to taste. We have no spices here, no salt, no pepper in the ration, so eat it as it is. The taste of it reminds me the Kazakhstan ration. This is Kasia from Kazakhstan. So the main flavor is the beef, of course the pearl barley, but you can taste this fat actually. It is very fatty, so it is very meaty, very fatty dish, and I would add here a bit of pepper, but it is salty enough. On the ingredient list you have just barley, salt, pepper and onion, and beef of course, so that's it. Let's try these side dishes in this ration. Actually you have 3 big cans of meat, or meat with kasha or something, so these are 3 big meals. We have this crisp bread, which is whole grain crisp bread, and we have 3 dishes. One is pate with liver and dill. This is gentle or soft pate with dill as well. Let's have a look on this. This is a luncheon meat, wiedźinka slawiańskaja, and I cannot read this because this font is something like 6 point. It is very small, but I can read that it is a pork, and we have also poultry here, and I don't know, 50 other ingredients. Well, doesn't matter. So everything from this set is to be eaten cold, and I will open this and eat. Let's open this liver pate with dill, also made in Belarus. It's a bit lighter, it's interesting. So we have everything, I guess. So now it's time to taste. What to start with? I think I will start with this one. You can see some liquid here. which could be maybe a jelly if it would be kept in the refrigerator. It looks like luncheon meat, smells like luncheon meat, tastes like luncheon meat, but it is light. I can taste this chicken or poultry here. Quite nice, I would say quite nice. Now let's taste this pate with dill, without liver. You can see here some vegetables as well, I guess carrots. Let's taste first maybe this crisp bread. It reminds me the Polish crisp bread, quite neutral taste, a bit salty, but anyway. So let's put it on a piece. This is an excellent pate. You can taste there's something like braised meat and also rich vegetable taste. Everything together. It's very smooth. It is really very tasty and no sign of bitterness because this is probably not with the liver. Actually, we have here three kinds of meat: beef, pork and poultry. So this is a perfect combination. Now let's try this one with liver. Looks just like this. Put it on a crisp bread. Actually, it tastes very similar to this one, and it is not bitter from this liver part. And in this case, I can taste the dill really. This one doesn't contain poultry, but both of this pate contained bouillon. I guess this is something like poultry bouillon, and it makes this taste very, very rich. So, Belarussian, this thing is awesome. I would buy this in the shop, I don't know, something like 10 pieces at once. Excellent. I think this is one of the most, I mean, not usual and most tasty pates I have tried. This is the snack time. We have here coffee and sugar, a small bar of dark chocolate and the strawberry jam, and I have taken 2 of this buckwheat crisp bread. You don't have any creamer. This coffee is one of few components was not produced in the Belarus, because if you read it carefully, it is written that this is made in France by Nestle. So this is Nescafe probably. Just normal 2 grams. Yes, this freeze-dried version. And I will give a bit of this sugar. Let's unpack this chocolate, also made in Belarus. This is 53% of cocoa, and we have here 20 grams. Dessert chocolate looks a bit blunt, but okay. Now this strawberry jam. I will give it a stir. This background noise is Fyodor playing with ball, but really I cannot help it. Okay, so maybe start with this jam or jelly. looks quite natural. This is a very good jam. I mean, natural, you taste the strawberries. It's much better than, for example, this one in the Polish rations. A sip of this coffee. Well, the coffee is average. It's a bit bitter. It's dark roasted, I guess, but also a bit watery. Piece of chocolate. This chocolate is really good. This is not a bitter chocolate, not it's milk chocolate, just a standard chocolate, really of a good quality. Let's have another Kasia entree, and together with this we will have this second kisiel. This one is interesting because it is brusnika, and in Polish it's borówka, and I couldn't find in the dictionary the proper word in English. So this is a berry which is you can find in the forest. So and it is similar to blueberry, but the taste is more, it's sour and bitter, more like cranberry. We have also moist towelettes, and I will unpack this portable stove. So now a little magic, and we have our dishes ready. This is half of the portion of this can of Kasia, because I cannot eat that much at once. Nice buckwheat, and the beef is in small pieces, so ground, I guess, but you can see it. The taste is very basic because you have only beef, buckwheat, some fat, actually a lot of fat, salt and pepper and onion. But this taste is really pleasant. I would add here black pepper to spice it up a bit because it's fat, it's a fatty dish, but I like it. Now let's check this moist towelettes. I don't know why we have strawberry here. I saw another review in which there was a cranberry, I guess. You can reseal it. Look. It's quite firm, quite big. Has a bit flowery smell. And this portable stove, you can see it is very basic design. Just a piece of metal. So just, I guess this is the worst quality from all of this which I have seen, but probably it works. Now let's have this kisiel. It is very good. It is sweet, but I cannot taste this berry flavor. It is actually quite similar to the other one which I have eaten in this ration. So this was the review of the Belarus 24-hour ration, and they have more than one menu. I don't know which number it is, but at the end of this list you have here smaczne jeści, which means enjoy your meal, and I have really enjoyed the meal, and also my black assistant Fyodor. We would like to thank you for watching. Subscribe my channel and Facebook page. Bye.